And the last thing I wanted to demonstrate to you is, put these out of the way, is porous pavement. We can actually design a pavement, if it's engineered correctly, so that water will go vertically through the pavement into a stone bed underneath it. And you need the stone bed underneath it to hold the water, so that then the water will slowly drain into the ground and go away. And when you do that, you get virtually no runoff from parking lots and things like that. And so it's much better for the environment, because now instead of generating a lot of water during a storm, you end up with virtually no runoff. And as an example of that, if you have 1 inch of rain falling on an acre of parking lot, that generates over 27,000 gallons of water.
Wow.
So now when we do our porous pavements, we can eliminate that altogether. And so,
You want me to hold it or you want me to pour?
if you'd like to pour, I'll trust you to do so. This is just regular pavement, and what you'll see is virtually no water coming through the bottom of it.
Look, Mom, no water.
And so that will take several hours, and it will slowly leak around the sides and not actually go through it. This is actually a sample of porous pavement that when you dump the water onto it, the water just pours right through the sample itself.
Wow. Going right through.
And so the advantage of doing that is that you get no stormwater runoff, but also because it drains so freely in the wintertime, you have no water buildup on the surface that refreezes, or the water itself doesn't freeze in the pavement structure itself and damage it. So it has many benefits to it. The one drawback is that you cannot apply sand to this, because it will clog those pores and the water won't go through it.
So I know it's used and limited, and not a lot of communities use it here in the Northeast because of what you've talked about. I know it's used a lot down in the South, but it's another example of types of pavements that can be used in certain circumstances. That's for sure.
And its use here in the Northeast, there's a lot more interest in it, and it's actually becoming much more in demand than what it was 5 years ago.